Hey guys, it's your girl Ashley. If you're new to my channel, what's up? So today I have a get ready with me video. I know I've been MIA for a bit. Honestly, it's really good to be back, but I decided to film this get ready with me so that we can chit chat and y'all will see what I've been up to and all that good stuff. So let's just get into it. So I already went ahead and I primed my face. I used the Tatcha primer. Now I'm going to be using a under eye corrector. This is the NYX Professional Concealer. It's kind of an like orangey color. I like to use it underneath my eyes because I have somewhat of darkness underneath and I need to neutralize that. So that's what that is doing. I just use my finger to do that. But what have you guys been up to? I just feel like I've been gone for so long. I checked my YouTube thing and it said that the last time I uploaded a video was 2 months ago. Girl, there's so much catching up to do. So I'm going to start with doing my eyes. So I'm going to prime them using the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. And I'm just going to use a flat little brush, kind of like a concealer brush, to apply it all over my eyes. So let's catch up, you guys. So let me just point out the obvious. I did change my hair color. I loved my little turquoise blue, but I thought it was just time for a change, something more natural. So here I am trying. So the eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using is this one. This is the Laura Lee Nudie Patootie eyeshadow palette. For those who don't know what it looks like, this is what it looks like. Really cute. So I'm going to be using the JH31 brush and I'm going to grab this color right here. And I'm just going to apply that on the crease. Just going back and forth and blending that out. But update number 2 is that I got my nose pierced. I don't know if you guys can kind of see it. I got my nose pierced. This was kind of a spontaneous thing, really. I got it done when I was in San Diego. We were helping a friend just decorate his house, well, his apartment. And I randomly was like, I want to get a nose piercing. And that's just kind of how it happened. I've always wanted to get my nose pierced, but my mom wouldn't let me. And then I was just scared of the pain. And then Lucy told me I had to, my nose was too small. So I just kept finding excuses. But I was like, you know what? I'm a grown woman. If I want to get it done, I'm going to get it done. And if I don't like the way it looks, I can always just take it off. So that's what happened. It was so fast, you guys. Literally went in, filled some paperwork, and boom. It was just like, it didn't hurt, but my eyes did get watery because it was just like a, whoa, that's it. It didn't oh my God, it hurts so bad. It was just a more of a shocking kind of feeling. Now with the JH37 brush, I'm going to grab this color called Butt Naked. And I'm just going to focus this on the outer part of the eye. So really on that outer part corner. I feel like I'm always repeating myself. I feel like I don't even know how to film anymore. How do I speak? What do I say? Was good? But this is what I'm doing. Well, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys will know that my nose piercing actually fell off. I have allergies sometimes, so I was just rubbing my nose. And I try not to... What just happened? I tried not to touch this side of my nose, so I was just rubbing it on this side. And I was laying down on my stomach. And all of a sudden, it just fell out. It just popped off. And I was like, what the F? What do I do now? I was so scared. It took me forever to put it back on. But ever since I did that, now I have a red bump on my nose. And I never wanted to get that. So I'm trying to get rid of it. The red bump. So everything was going smooth. I was healing very well until that happened. So that's kind of annoying. With the JH30 brush, I'm going to grab this color here, which is called Streaking. And I'm going to use that to soften out the edges, make everything smooth. Now with this eyeshadow brush, which is from Urban Decay, I got it from one of their palettes. This fluffy side, I'm going to be grabbing this color here, which is called Uncovered, which is a very just pretty kind of champagne kind of color. I'm just going to apply this on the eyelid area. So time for some eyeliner. I usually like to use my NYX black eyeliner, but I can't seem to find it. So I'm going to be using the Sephora black liquid eyeliner. So this is the time when you just pray to God and be like, please help me not F this up. I did all right. I could have done better, but I did all right. Now this is optional, but I personally like to do it. So I'm going to use a black eyeshadow. The Laura Lee palette doesn't have a black eyeshadow, so I am going to be using a different palette for this eyeshadow. Again, this is optional. So I'm going to be using the Tarte Pro eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to use their black color, which is this one here. And they have it under the color name Punk. So I'm going to use a flat little brush like this one to just intensify that eyeliner. So instead of like going back and forth, I personally just like to kind of just tap it. And that just really helps to intensify that black eyeliner. So back with my NARS concealer, I'm going to basically conceal my whole face. Like, no joke. I like to do the bridge of my nose, right here in my forehead area. Apply a little bit right here. And I saw this oh my god, what is her name? Nudie Tutorials, that's what I was trying to talk about. I saw her do this in one of her tutorials one time. And sis, I can't live without doing that now, because it's like the Joker. It's like always smile. It just creates that like lifted look. So I'm digging that. So I like to do that. And then finally, I go underneath my eyes. Now with my wet Real Technique sponge, I'm just going to blend all of this out. So update also is, if you guys don't know this, my best friend actually joined the military and she's currently in boot camp. So literally it's been 2 months since she left. So I haven't filmed for 2 months. Honestly, I was depressed. I'm not going to lie. To have somebody that you speak to every day, hang out with most of the time, and then not being able to communicate with them at all. Like literally for like a good 2 weeks or so, we had zero communication. I didn't know where I can send her letters to. I wasn't getting any phone calls. Like, it was just disconnected from her. And that was really, really hard on me. And I suffer with, like, anxiety and depression, for those who don't know. And whenever I had, like, a moment, I always talked to, you know, Lucy. And I couldn't text her. Because at the end of the day, I have her phone. Like, all her stuff got shipped back. And part of it was her phone, so I have it, so it's not like I can text her and she's gonna respond, you know. So finally I started receiving letters from her, and I'm just so happy that she is almost done with coop boot camp, and I'm just extremely proud of her. To bronze up the skin, boo, because I be looking a little pale and I need some color. So I'm going to be using the Chanel bronzer. This is a cream bronzer. I don't do this all the time. I only do this whenever I'm feeling real extra. If I'm not feeling that extra, I'll just bronze up after with a powder. But whenever I'm feeling extra, I do cream and powder because I can do that. So I'm using this brush here, which is the Morphe M492 brush. And I'm just going to bronze up my forehead because la tengo bien grande, okay? Y la tengo que, what's the word I'm looking for? Difuminar. La tengo que difuminar, okay? I have to blend that. Blend my forehead so it doesn't look as big, okay? Apart from Lucy being gone, another depressing thing is that I'm not going to be able to go to her graduation. Her graduation is July 13th. And I can't go. Unfortunately, you know, I love my job. I love my job, okay? I love my job. I've only been in the company for like maybe 1.5 years, almost 2 years or so. And I've been able to just grow so much with them. But because there's not enough of us to just be able to cover if people, you know, go on vacation and stuff. We can't have like 2 people at a time go on vacation. So like this girl is already on vacation during that time frame. Long story short, she's going on vacation. I can't get that day off. So I'm not going to be able to go. Lucy already kind of had an idea that that was going to happen because she was supposed to actually go to boot camp way earlier. But her date kept getting pushed. And I told her if it gets getting pushed and you have to graduate in July, if it's after 4th of July, I can't go because this person already has their vacation. So Lucy already knew. But obviously I still feel some type of way about it because like that's my best friend. Like this is a big deal for her, and the fact that I'm not gonna be able to go is really annoying. I don't even want to talk about it anymore because I'm gonna get emotional. I'm gonna get mad, and I'm gonna be somebody's behind. You guys already see? I'm looking a little bit more snatched. I'm looking a little bit more colorful, but we're going to blend a little bit more, okay? Time for foundation. I'm going to be using the MAC foundation. This is the Studio Fix in the color NC20. And to apply my foundation, I'm using this Sigma flat kabuki brush. This is in the number F80. I'll go ahead and I'll link it down below. If you guys want to shop Sigma, use my code. I'll put it there too. So another thesis is that Lucy only called me once to deliver some tea. She delivered some news to me, and it was very emotional because she only gets calls like on Saturdays. And she told me that she knows where she's going to be getting stationed after she finishes boot camp and school. She's actually going to be stationed in Japan. Now, it's like, that's amazing, but sad all at the same time. Because the reason why I was depressed when Lucy left was because I knew that this was going to change our lives. I knew that we were going to be separated. And that things weren't going to be the way they used to be. Thankfully, I was blessed that me and Lucy were able to live with each other for about 3 years. And we made so many memories. And it's just time for her to expand her wings and, live her life. And I'm so happy for her. Sorry guys, my camera died, but let me set my under eye because girl, I'm creasing like a mother effer. So I'm going to be using the Fit Me Loose powder. This is in the color 10 Fair Light. I actually really like this one. I like the fact that it has a little bit of a hint of color. And it's drugstore and it's affordable. I literally paid maybe like $5 for it versus buying like a high-end powder that's like 20, 30, $40. So just saying. So the first thing I'm going to do is just blend underneath the eyes. Make sure I get rid of any arrugas. Wrinkles underneath my ojitos. But like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted with battery issues, I sometimes can't help but feel a little selfish, Like, I don't want Lucy to go. But at the same time, I'm like, just be positive. I just feel sad because for it to be like your first place where you're going to be stationed for 4 years and to be overseas in Japan without your family and friends, like, that's hard. And it's not like Japan is such an easy place to go and visit someone, like it costs thousands of dollars to go. Like if you're lucky, you can probably find a cheap flight for maybe like 600 or so depending on the season and all that. But it's a like 12 plus hour flight or so, and that's like hard. I can't even do a 2-hour flight. So I'm just thinking about her family, like how are they gonna go visit her? Like I'm definitely gonna be saving money and going to go visit her sometime next year, but she hasn't left just yet. She'll be back in LA in a couple weeks after school before she officially gets stationed there. But I just feel some type of way. I'm gonna set the rest of my face, and I like to use this big old Morphe brush. This is the JH01 brush, and I like to use the MAC Studio Fix powder, which is like a foundation powder too. So coverage, hunty. I think I used to use this powder many years ago, but I remember Patrick Star using this, and I was like, I need that. I want full coverage. Like, yes, give me everything. And then because I do have like, I don't want to say I have textured skin, but because I have big pores, I feel like I have textured skin. So I feel like powder, yes, give me powder. Yes, because that helps not give so much attention to my pores. That's why whenever I do highlight, I try to avoid any pore areas, because if not, you can be like, oh, phew, girl, I see your pores from a mile away. I don't want you to see my pores from a mile away. I don't want you to see them at all from anywhere. I'm going to go back to the eyes because I want to smoke out my lower lash line. So I'm going to be using this brush. This is a JH40 brush, and I'm going to use the color Reveal, which is this one right here. That's the one that we used earlier for the crease area. So we're going to smoke it up. So I went to go drop off my dog to get groomed, and I didn't have any eyebrows on or anything, whatever. So tell me why the groomer's like, your appointment was at 11, right? Girl, if I knew my appointment was at 11, do you think I'll show up at 12? No. So I showed her a text message because I had a text message that said, you have an appointment at Petco on July 1st at 12 o'clock. So whose fault is it here, bro? It is you. So thankfully they took him in, but I have a feeling they're not going to do a good job because I just, you just feel it. I was feeling that. I'm gonna grab this color here, which is Stark, the first one on the palette, which is just like a nice, like shimmery kind of white color. So I'm just gonna pop that right here. But it has a hint, like it's not completely white. It has like a hint of like coral or something. I don't know, but I really like it. Let's finish up the face. We're gonna bronze up with powder. I'm using the JH02 brush, which is this big old bronzing brush, you guys. And I'm using this little palette. This is the blush bar from Benefit. I don't even know if they still have this one. I know they have a second one that they made that I want to get, but I haven't. But it comes with 3 blushes, well, 4 actually blushes and 1 bronzer, and then I had like the little holder for the bronzer there. But I'm gonna be grabbing that bronzer color, and I'm just gonna go over the areas that I bronze, except on my cheek area, because I just feel like this brush is way too big for this area. But for my forehead and for this area underneath, I think is okay. I've been using this brush for my nose contour for so many years. This is the Morphe M505 brush. I don't know why I don't get a new one. Like, look, it's beat up. It's time for a new one, but, you know, I'm just trying to make it through. Trying to make it last. You know, it's living its best life. And it still works, so, you know, it's the inside that matters. The outside is a little beat up. It's been through a lot, but it still works. Time for blush. Now, you guys, I've been so loyal to this blush. Like, I've had this for years and years and years. Since I literally got this for prom. And that was back in 2012. And I know that's disgusting, but you guys, this is my favorite freaking blush. This color is just amazing because it's not too dark, it's not too light. This was from the Launch Away from MAC, but I'm using the JH04 so that I can apply some blush. I know I'm disgusting, but you know, don't sit here and act like you don't have something that is way expired here, okay? Don't bullshit me, I know you. You see the difference? Like, it's just a little hint of a blush versus, like, you know, sometimes when the blush can be too much and it's not too light. I just feel like it's in the natural blush and I just love it so much. So if you guys know of any other brand or MAC itself that has a blush that's kind of like this color, let me know because I need to get on it. Time for some highlight. I'm using the Laura Mercier Glow Powder. You guys, this works amazing as a highlighter, and the fact that I feel like I'm just never gonna finish it because there's so much of it. Like I said before, I have big pores, so this is not a powder that works for me that I can apply it as a setting powder for my whole face, because this is kind of what it's meant for those who have like perfect complexion. But me personally, I don't like it all over. I just like to focus this. Oh, by the way, I'm using the MAC 161 SES brush. For this, I like to focus it more like on the tops of my cheeks to kind of give me that highlight. Even then, when I apply it, you see how I have texture coming out? That's why I don't really like to put too much highlight, because I just have texture skin, you know? Now, time for the brows. Now, the brows is something that I've always struggled with, so I'm just going to say it right now. They're going to be like step, 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 step. Cousins, okay? So I got this one from my BoxyCharm a couple months ago. This is the Iconic London. Now this is a liquid kind of eyebrow thing and I'm obsessed with it. I'm almost basically done with it. I'm just like trying to get the most out of it. It reminds me a lot of it's kind of like the, you know how L'Oreal had like that cushion foundation? I know there was this higher brand too who had it. It's basically the same thing but with like an eyebrow color situation. So I'm just gonna comb out my eyebrows and we're just gonna draw them in. By the way, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow brush in the number 12 in case you were wondering. I'm just gonna curl my lashes and apply some mascara. The mascara I'm using is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara. I think it's actually a really good one. While the mascara dries, I'm going to do my lips. I'm going to line my lips using this NYX lip liner in the color Natural. This is one of my favorite. I really do like the NYX lip pencils. I think they work really good. I think they're only like maybe $3 a piece or so. But I'm just going to line and fill. Line and fill. For lipstick, I'm going to be using this one. It's from MAC and it's called Honey Love. It's like a nude color, so just going to apply this. I'm going to set my face with the All Nighter Urban Decay, so just spray. For lashes, I'm using the Sephora collection, #Lash Story, in the style Roll With It. I think that's the name of these. And I'm just going to pop those on, and literally that's going to complete the look, hunty. Hope you guys liked this tutorial. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Comment down below. Let me know what other tutorial you guys would like me to film. Let me know what eyeshadow palette you guys want me to use. I know that it's kind of nice to just find a tutorial where they just use one palette. I have so many, and sometimes some tutorials are using like 3 different palettes, and you're like, I don't have all 3, but just let me know which one you guys would like me to use. Make sure to also follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. I post little previews of what I'm filming and all that goody good stuff. And yeah, comment below and show me some love, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
You said